Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the Euro USD price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and of course we're gonna see what's gonna have for the next week on the Euro. Now the latest analysis is working perfectly so far. We have hit our blue box here for a potential wave 4 in the orange scenario, and currently we're moving of course impulsively toward the upside again. Now I would like to mention of course that I got one comment which is not really pleasant to see. Your count is wrong in your subwaves. Wave 3 is the shortest, and between your subways wave 3 and 5 you can see that we are not on an impulse. In a wave 5 the whole count is a triple zigzag. Now of course, well, I'm sorry to hear it that you think my count is wrong, but it is not actually. I'm gonna show you that you are wrong. The first thing you say, of course, that the wave 3 is the shortest. I don't know how you see this. You have a 1, 2, and a wave 3, and then 4 and a 5 extended wave 5. So your wave 3 is not the shortest. It's still longer than the wave 1. So this is the first thing. The second thing, you say that you have, of course, a triple zigzag here, where you can see with the wave 5, between the wave 3 and the wave 5 you see a triple zigzag, and I know exactly what do you mean. The first zigzag here, the second, and the third one. Well, you're still lacking a lot of experience, man. I'm sorry to say it, but sometimes you just gotta have to learn a little bit from the videos, since I'm wasting my time for you. So don't forget, you have a 1, 2 here, you have a wave 3, you have an extended wave 5 again inside an extended wave 5. So I don't know how you cannot catch this, but yeah, this is a case scenario what you are looking at right now. It is an impulse. Your wave 4 did not interfere with the zone 1. In a triple zigzag, my friend, you have to see of course the wave as a second, this wave interfering with the zone 1, at least in case you are not impulsive. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 5. You got your wave 3 and you got your wave 1. So I hope that this make it a lesson for you, man. So basically we have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside, extended wave 5 definitely, and then we're looking for an ABC of course toward the downside, and of course hitting the 1-to-1 fib level in the blue box. Now we have of course an impulse where we can see inside the 1 hour chart. You can see clearly we have 1, 2, 3 sideways, wave 4 perfect, and then wave 5 toward the upside. Currently you are looking at an A B, and a C, or WX and a Y, but basically you have an impulse here, so I would call it better as a zigzag, where you have an A and then B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Preferably one more leg toward the downside, of course, to finish the wave 5 of this a zigzag A, B, and a C, or it can be of course taken as well as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an ending diagonal. So also both case scenarios can be considered of course as almost finished wave C, with one more leg towards the downside. If you take the fib levels here for a wave 2, because we are in a new wave 1 and then 2, we're looking for 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so basically we are looking for a wave 2 and then continuation toward the upside. Of course, inside this area you are looking for a box, a blue box again for the wave 2, that we would like to see as well hit before we move toward the upside. Now, of course, invalidation for this scenario, in case we are bearish or in case we are continuing impulsively toward the downside, you would like to see the 0.886 taken. So if we take the 886, that means, of course, you will take the low and still not finish. And don't forget that, of course, in case that we get closer to this area here, we might of course see some potential bearish scenario, which it can be of course something much bigger unfolding. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so as a wave A, B, and a C. Don't forget that not bearish, actually it can be of course a deeper wave 2 here. Right, so basically if you get a longer A, B, and a C, meaning you are in a deeper wave 2. However, preferably, of course, to see a move toward the upside after this wave 4. This is much more preferable. Don't forget that based on alternations, this is a very good signal, of course, that we are looking at here. basically because you would like it to see, of course, a little bit sideways, a little bit sideways here. Not hitting the 0.38 yet is a perfect shape for a wave 4 based on the wave 2, because you got a very deep wave 2 here in the orange. So you would like to see just the 0.23 hit here, preferably, of course, on this level. Basically, on the 1 hour chart, back to it again. So I would like to see one more leg toward the downside. Now, if it is not taken, of course, don't forget that you might be in W, X, and a Y somehow. Finished, of course, in 3 waves and simply continuation after hitting the 0.618. Targets for the next price might be, of course, in case we are bullish here, you would like to see, of course, the 1.618 hit around it, and the 1.27. So this blue box is our next target, this area that it might hit, of course, for the next price action in case we stay bullish. In case we are bearish, again, be careful from the 886 1.10. If we take it, that means, of course, we're gonna take the low, and that might unfold something bigger here. It might transform to something like 1 2 3 4 5, wave 1 2, and then 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yeah, so for wave 3. Okay, so we have to also be careful from this. Watch out, of course, of this scenario. Don't forget that you have hit perfectly the 1-to-1 fib level as expected, of course, in the last week, and we start to retrace toward the upside impulsively, meaning a higher possibility is continuation toward the upside, since it is in a bigger view. Of course, the direction is higher, and now in the lower time frame, the direction is for higher. Only one leg toward the downside first, and then continuation simply to take the all-time high. Now, in a bigger view, again, what does this mean? Of course, in a bigger view, we are exactly in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 to finish, of course, potentially here. We would like to finish sorry, this is a linear chart. We would like to finish a wave C, where we have, of course, 3 waves toward the upside, W, X, and a Y. For a wave B, we are looking for a wave C, definitely for higher prices. We started impulsive, we got our wave 2, and I'm still looking, of course, for higher. Now, the next scenario can be, or the less scenario than this, can be a big W, X, and a Y. I'm gonna put this in the blue, where you might see, of course, a kind of like a 3-way structure, okay, zigzag, but still, of course, this very small. Yeah, so if I'm going to see a wave Y in 3-way structure, I would like to see, of course, something matching with the wave W, and that means it might be, in all case scenario, bring us almost to the top. But don't forget, of course, that a wave Y can form in a several scenarios. Like, it can be a zigzag, definitely it's gonna be a zigzag here in case, but I see that even it can continue, like, for example, in sideways as a triangle, A, B, C, D, and a E, or it can be, of course, something bigger like a flat, like A, B, and a C, or, of course, continuation for an impulse, correction, and then impulse for a zigzag again for a wave Y. Okay, so these are the possibilities, but higher possibility for me right now is, of course, a bigger impulse toward the upside to reach the 1-to-1 fib level, 1.65 for the euro, and of course, taking the all-time high, which it was almost 1.6 cents or 1.60 cents for the euro in front of the dollar. Yep, so that was it for the euro. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.